Good morning. So, as you can see, it's daylight. I'm almost over my cold. Um, so last night I talked a little bit about, avoiding dark places. At night especially, it can be kind of hard. Um, so I want to take a little flashlight and just illuminate one of those dark spaces without going into it because I'm kind of having a bit of an intrusive thought thing going on, and I thought I would share it because dealing with mental health issues is not pretty all the time. It's not this tragically sad woman. Sometimes it's a very angry woman. So to give you some context, you know, couple videos back, I talked about how we got caregivers to come in and help with my dad. My dad has very advanced Parkinson's. He's pretty much bedbound. Anything he can't do from his bed, he needs help with. He needs help to toilet, to dress, to bathe, all that. He needs help with everything. And, his needs were destroying my household. Well, our caregiver, Izzy, couldn't come today because her babysitter flaked on her and she has a baby at home, so she can't just leave her baby. So, when the caregiver can't come and it's just me and mom, this is a very rare thing. It's only happened twice and it was only one day. So I'm just trying to keep myself in the sense of it's only one day. It's just today. Until we get a phone call and it's going to be, oh, we still can't find a babysitter. And hopefully they're going to try to find a substitute caregiver if this continues. But I want to tell you about the kind of thought I have, or maybe it's thoughts, plural, that make me feel like I'm really just a very bad person that's faking being a good person. So, hear this out. Listen to this, okay? There are times where I want my dad to feel guilty and ashamed and just horrible about the amount of help he needs. There are times that I want him to just feel like crap for being disabled the way he is. Because for my entire life, I was born disabled. He became disabled. I was born autistic. That's not something that just happens to people. Parkinson's just happens to people. But for my whole life, he made me feel guilty and ashamed and just like crap for having needs that other kids didn't seem to have. He would guilt trip me. He would make me feel just so bad about just being different. And he would always push the notion that one day I would turn a corner and be mature like my peers. Never happened. And just, it'd be like, you need help with that? I mean, you're such and such years old. Shouldn't you be able to do that? And so sometimes when my dad needs help with something like, changing a channel on his TV, when he's got the clicker in his hand, sometimes I want to say, can't you just turn a freaking channel? My God, make an actual effort, dude. Because that's how he would talk to me. And sometimes I just give in and do it, and I'll say things that make him feel like crap. And other times I just kind of bite my tongue, like to the point that I have actually drawn blood from my tongue to not say things. But sometimes I just hate having to be the bigger person, Sometimes I just want to be a petty bitch, Sometimes I just want to be petty, and I have to fight that urge. But, those kind of things, those kind of thoughts, those kind of emotions, and the kind of comments I'll make to him sometimes. They're not good. And even if they're true, because some of the things I say are true, there are things that he can do and he's just lazy about it. And I mean, legitimately, he could pick up his clicker because it's like an inch away and he's just like, can you hand it to me? And it's like, dude, just move your hand a freaking inch. Like, but those are the kind of things that make me feel like I'm just a bad person masquerading as a good person, and that all it's going to take is someone finding out about it to realize that I'm actually very terrible and not worth liking or knowing. Yeah, isn't that a fun hamster wheel to be on? I get really tired of it. But I'm just trying to tell myself it's just a day. It's just a day. So I'm sure Izzy will find someone else to babysit her kid because it was a very last minute, oh, I can't do it kind of a thing. And that forced her to do a very last minute, oh, I can't do a thing to us. So, like, childcare is important. And I am not blaming Izzy at all. I'm actually kind of pissed at her babysitter. I mean, what's the reason? And I mean, if the babysitter wants to go out and party and doesn't want to get up in the morning to watch the baby, like, okay, you suck, but maybe they're sick. Maybe their car broke down. I don't know. But I'm just trying to make all kinds of excuses for why they didn't go do it on purpose, basically. Because, part of Trauma Brain wants to go, they did this to make my life harder. Like, that is a constant thing, is that the universe is doing this because everybody hates you, Cindy. And this is happening, it's done on purpose specifically to make your life suck and make you hate your life. And yeah, can you see? That is the hamster wheel again. It's like it got bigger. It's almost like it's a hamster Ferris wheel at this point. So I gotta realize I'm on the wheel. I'm in the spiral. Sorry, I'm jiggling my leg. That's why the picture's shaking. Stop jiggling my leg because that's annoying me to see. Is recognizing that I'm in a spiral is a big thing for me because for a long time I didn't, and then I would know it and just stay in it, but now it's like, no. Here are reasons why it is not true that the universe hates you. Maybe the babysitter got sick. Maybe the babysitter's car broke down. Maybe the babysitter has something really horrible going on at home, like a death in the family or a house burned down. Maybe the babysitter broke their leg or something, like just like all kinds of things that are not an attack to me, an attack against me. It's like things happen, shit happens, life happens, and it's not always a malicious thing that's coming at me to hurt me. But Trauma Brain tries to construe it into that, and that's the hard part, is that I have to be like, wait, no. Sometimes things happen. And it's not because, oh my god, let's hate Cindy and make her life harder. No. But part of that thought process is because I was bullied in school with people that did maliciously try to make things harder because they thought it was funny to see me suffer. So I have to remind myself that the universe is really not bullying me. It's just my brain is bullying me. So, you see? So, I hope that flashlight has illuminated this alleyway so you can see that it's a lot of work. Mental illness can seem like it's not a huge thing when you're having a good day, but when you're having a difficult day, and when I woke up kind of pissed off and having these thoughts, maybe speaking them will help me get past them instead of just drowning in them. So, let's see, what's something good I can say about today? My mom got all the gift wrapping done with Santa Claus's help. All the cookies are baked. So, like, we don't have to rush around so much. So, we can take a breath. And also, I have Sleepy Godzilla. And Sleepy Godzilla makes everything better. Look at how cute he is. Look at him. So, anytime I feel low, I'm going to pick him up and hold him. And tell myself it's going to be okay. So, hang in there, folks. We'll get through this.